Yeah. Yeah.
So we got a new player to the store, Thomas Books, on store copy of Hammer Time. You can rent it here at Take Action.
Indeed. It's a solid deck. I think he's coming back.
John Parker on Murktide, is it?
Is it Murktide? So definitely should be. So the thing about Hammer Time is there is, against a control deck, you have to be very particular on how and when you kill things, because there's a lot to deal with in Hammer Time.
Yeah.
If you do things in the wrong sequence, you can very easily get got. Yep.
And one thing I've noticed, just with what little I've got of the modern metagame right now, this Hammer deck goes bigger than Murktide.
Yeah, yeah.
you know, like a lot of decks, you can just put out a big like 8/8 flyer and call it a day, and that doesn't stonewall this deck. Yeah. So, ugh.
Oof, there's some bad luck on draws here. That's a bummer.
Another mulligan.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff that you can do.
See Thomas Books defeated Ron Knutson on Dredge.
Oh, that's good.
In the last round.
Yeah, Tom said I'm pretty sure he's coming back into Modern. He's been out of it for a little while. He's trying to get some decks together. He was talking to me the other day about getting some Living End together. But he said he did jam some of this on Moto to kind of get familiar. So I think he's been planning on playing this. So
okay,
he's got a little bit. You know, there's a lot of lines in Hammer Time that you might not think there are. So it does take a little bit of familiarity. But overall, it's a fairly easy deck to kind of...
Yeah, I think he's on a mulligan to 5 right now. Which,
I think so. Which is pretty rough.
That's a pretty rough start, but this deck does have its fair share of 2-for-1s.
Yeah,
I mean,
it has a shit ton of card advantage. You got Esper Sentinel here. You've got... That's actually not bad. So what do you bottom here? Probably the equipment you're going to tutor later, or do you keep the equipment? Is that too... No. Shadow Spear, Springleaf.
Yeah, I definitely am throwing the Shadow Spear back. I just think it's too low impact.
Yeah.
He's throwing a land.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
I guess he does have.
He has a Springleaf.
A Springleaf, so maybe that's the thought process.
The only thing that sucks, Ornithopter.
I don't like throwing back the Ornithopter and a land.
He's got a 1-drop. He's got Esper.
I definitely like throwing back
the Shadow Spear. I definitely think
Shadow
would
Spear
have been a good start for sure. But he does have the 1 mana play to get mana off of, assuming... See, that's the thing that kind of is a bummer. And I think with as new as he is to Modern, you might not know that that's just going to be an auto kill.
Yeah.
And Esper Sentinel is always an auto kill. So I'm not leaving Ornithopter alone. They'll leave that alone for sure, but Esper Sentinel, this thing is going to die at the end of his turn.
Yeah, but, he gets to draw a card for his trouble.
He does. And that's a big deal. It's definitely a big deal. All right, so going to John. And he just says, let's do that right now. So trigger, draw, send him down. Alright, so that, hopefully he drew a 0 mana thing. I do definitely think the Shadow Spear... Oh, good, he did.
He's got another... Okay. Yeah, this is where it gets kind of iffy, because if you would have kept one of those other cards over the Shadow Spear...
Right.
Shadow Spear just so low impact in a match like this.
Well, so the thing is, he is going to draw a card off it when that Pierce Steel comes
I feel like it's more of a finishing card than...
It is.
Than like a nuts and bolts kind of a card.
Yeah. And you're going to tutor for him as well. But
all right, playing the monkey out.
Making not gonna do a whole lot. John's got Lightning Bolt backup on hand. Here's a second land. He does need that. That is not bad. He definitely needs that.
The problem is he really needs a Stoneforge Mystic.
He does.
Like that's really what he's missing, is just something. He needs hammers. And actually, to be honest, he's missing a lot of shit right now.
He is, and that's what happens when you have to mulligan down to 5.
Yeah.
Any deck that has to mulligan down to 5, you're missing some shit.
But Stoneforges, he's missing the the 1-drop enchantment.
Yep.
Well,
he does
Hammar.
have a PCS Pure Steel, and that's important. So
It is, but I feel like that's a card that like just to not get behind on board, you're tempted to throw this out right now, but like
right.
just leaving it there as a sitting duck is kind of a concern.
So he does get to cast something after this. And so he's going to at least get a replacement effect out of it. He's going to cast the Shadow Spear, draw a card. That's happening regardless. That is going to prompt John to murder this thing with that lightning bolt that's sitting in his hand. But Thomas is at least going to draw a card.
Draw a card?
Yeah, Pierce with Paladin has a trigger when an artifact...
Oh, when you cast it or when it enters?
You know what? Actually, yeah, I think it is enter.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a bummer. Let's see, he will not get to, because it is on the stack.
Yeah, it's enters.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
So no card.
No card.
But he does get an equipment. Not the one you want, really, but...
No, but, I mean, so the thing is, this deck can just top deck pretty well.
Yeah,
So
I feel like he's extremely behind now.
No, he is absolutely extremely behind. There's no question on that.
But to be fair, John didn't have a lot going on over here either.
Yeah, John has plenty of interaction and removal.
He's about to miss a land drop. And I like this play. It's going to feel kind of risky, but if you're John, your opponent doesn't have a lot of resources. You just have to get this thing out there. I like playing the island up here.
Yeah. Because everything in his hand is just blue, so. Yeah,
and you get to cast, was it Consider?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get to cast that on your opponent's end step. Yeah, I dig it.
So hopefully Thomas is going to draw into some action here. And that's the bad thing about Artifact decks, is they play Ornithopters, and that is the worst thing to draw.
Yeah, it really is.
But, I mean, he does have a profitable blocker for the monkey, at least. He's going to attack. Bold, sir. Yeah, he's got the blocker. I would have probably, I don't know, kept up the equipment to...
I mean, the mana is always a thing with Monkey, but again, this is another match where
you're not
stealing profitable cards.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking, like, not necessarily that, because of the Monkey, you want to make sure you can kill it, but just for any kind of, just in that combat situation, regardless of the creature, if you have a profitable block that can kill the thing that's coming at you with your block, I would have gone for that route myself, but I'm a very measured player when it comes to that.
Where the hell's the...
It's up here. Alright. Untapping. Block of the monkey. Okay. Well, that's...
It's a threat.
It's a real card. It's not the card advantage that he wants, but it's a real card.
Yeah, I mean,
So I think...
Thomas feels kind of we're being honest here.
No,
he's pretty dead,
pretty bummed,
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he's pretty bad.
He's being a good sport and hanging in there like you're supposed to.
It's this weird situation in these matches where, he's pretty fucked based on the cards that are in play right now, but his life total is high.
The perfect draws combined with a mishap by your opponent, things happen. Shit happens.
And John, he has a monkey. He doesn't. If he slams down a Murktide, then that's another conversation.
Oh yeah, Murktide just going to end the game really quickly.
Yeah,
and
but
I think that's what we're looking at right now. Oh no, okay.
No, he's going to gain control
of the Ornithopter. I've always wanted an Ornithopter.
That goes with it for now until you have something to re-equip it to. I kind of feel like just taking the Shadow Spear would have been maybe a little bit better.
Well, your opponent...
Another monkey, counterspell.
By taking this, you take him off of another land, and...
Sure, no, that's true. That's absolutely true. Definitely the more impactful play at the moment. All right. Hot shit. See him get back into the game. Ugh.
Well, oh, that's a fucking sword. You got actual swords in here? That's weird to have in the deck.
Well, the guys grabbed lists off the internet. Yeah. So I did not have any hand in constructing these decks myself.
Okay.
I said, get a list, get a top finishing list, and they did. So apparently at one point there was a top finishing list that had this sword.
What, I don't even know what sword that is.
Light and Shadow.
Okay. Just as I said, the monkey doesn't have any profitable hits, and just happens to be the one copy of the one list that has a sword.
Yeah. Yep, that would have been pretty sweet for Thomas, for sure. So he's holding on to this Pier Steel and saying he doesn't want to give it up for no reason at all.
John was commenting out there on the floor earlier that it's his turn. It's his turn to win the invitation.
Yeah.
I said, like, if we go by pattern, actually a local guy is going to win this time.
Right.
You'll win the next one.
Right, yeah. That would be more accurate. Oh, sworded up monkey. That's pretty fucking threatening. Well, that's pretty gross. And actually, he should be relieved to not draw that thing.
Yeah. Who's your favorite to take down the invitational this time, John?
I kind of think Isaiah.
Isaiah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's primed. He was close.
He was close last time, and I think being so... Yeah, it's a big-ass dude.
Well, the good news for us and for Tom...
Is that
I hope he doesn't mind being called Tom, is we're going to get to go to the next game, like now. Ginger Brute.
That one-up Ginger Brute.
Fun card. Not doing anything here.
No. Yep, picking it up. All right. No, yeah, I think Isaiah could be. I think that's so close of a win got him hungry. I think he absolutely wants to fucking.
Yeah, I've never seen him hungry before.
Yeah, no, he's.
No, that's why I like I said, if he won, I was going to give him the credit because I was going to take the credit because I told him like you need to like start playing some real decks. Like,
right.
I appreciate it when people like build their own shit, but like he's been doing it for a while, and like he's been missing wins for a while. I did see. I was watching a pro stream some stuff over the last couple days, and a dude was playing a version of Isaiah's deck with the like fogs where you give your opponent a bunch of creatures and all that.
Oh yeah.
He was playing against a control player, and it was the funniest thing because I knew what was going on because I'd seen Isaiah play the deck. And the guy piloting the fog deck never drew any fog effects. Yeah. And so this like pro is just like playing this control deck, and his opponent's just giving him creatures, and he's just beating the shit out of his opponent with these creatures that he's giving him.
Right.
And like after the match, he just quickly 2-0s and was like, "Well, that was weird."
Right.
Having no like at one point he attacked and like, "Oh fuck!" He's just dead to Batwing Broom right now, and like. Fuck, dude didn't have Batwing Broom, didn't have shit, and it was just funny because the pro just beat the fuck out of him, having no idea that he was in danger of dying many points throughout that match.
No, Isaiah actually said the other day that he's like, he admitted like I'm just a pilot, I'm not a builder. I build bad shit like that fog deck, and I'm like, so you say that, and I mean, I don't think he's that bad at building. I am glad that he's moving more into being a pilot.
I give him a lot of shit for that, but really, no, he's not a bad builder. my whole point of getting his shit is because he is a really good pilot.
Yeah, he's a great pilot.
I've seen him blow a lot of potential at being a really good pilot, and I've just got sick of it. And I was like, listen, motherfucker.
Well, the thing that I said when he said that, when he talked shit about that deck he built, and this goes into being, I don't know, I guess it goes into being a pilot and being a deck builder, but he's like, I built that shitty deck. I'm like, dude, other than that one match, you would have only gone 3-0 with that deck.
Yeah.
And the only reason you didn't go 3-0 that last time you played it is because your fucking persnickety little ass chose to just not play Prismatic Ending for no fucking reason. Because that match that he lost that last time, if he would have had Prismatic in his deck, he would have killed the red in 6 and he wouldn't have lost. He would have won another 3-0. So, like, that deck has chops. But no, I'm glad that he's focusing on piloting because he's a great pilot. And Modern's just fucking really weird to build in now. You can't really be... It's moving out of the era of being able to be a creative builder. Now it's just puzzle mapping is what it's becoming. As they push power in cards, it's becoming more and more puzzle mapping. There's less and less room for creative building. You're
starting to see it with the sets. The sets they're making now, they're making limited formats to where every card is grindy. Like, like you build limited decks now, and like you never run out of action, and that's cool for limited. But the problem is, in order to make those limited formats, you basically have to make every card in the set a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
And as you do that, then the constructed formats start to follow suit over time. If you keep making all these 2-for-1 sets, then...
So the real problem is you add that occurrence to all the supplementary shit they're doing.
Yeah.
That's happening while they're printing monkeys and running 6s and all this other shit.
That's obviously an issue, and the ban rate on these top-level Horizons cards is just baffling,
Oh, man. Damn it, Thomas. You cannot get an opening hand. That's not a great one for John, though, either, so both going down to 6.
Yeah, it's a shame he has to throw that one back because it had some good action. Hurkyl's Recall looks really good here, and
Blood Moon looks fantastic here, too.
Blood Moon looks good. Yeah, it's a pity to have to throw that one back.
No, Thomas's hand was also killer. If he would have had one more land, it would have been perfect because you had a Saga, and he had all the pieces. You're a good grip of them at least. Yeah, Mario's getting into a weird spot. All Magic is because exactly that. You're right about what's happening to, and it's just their bane against the ceiling. They're developing. Yeah. They've developed. We've gone so long in the game that you're just gonna start printing power at a certain point, and
it's good for limited. It is like these, the sealed, the standard league, the take action league is. Oh my god, unkeepable hand here for sure.
And no, that's great for Thomas over here. So
okay, so Thomas has got a good one.
Something you can tutor for. Bottom something you can tutor for. That's not bad.
I like it. Yeah, get the 3-drop.
Yep,
that's a good one to draw later.
Now the thing that sucks is coupling. Well, and the awkward thing is good for limited, but like as far as I know, we're the only nobody's playing limited anymore. Around this area.
Well, so everybody's playing it. They're playing it on Arena.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's a driving force for what they're printing now.
Yeah, it is.
Like
it is.
like it or not, it is a driving force. Yeah, and so that's what they're going to use. They're going to use that data to make a lot of their decisions.
Yeah,
on
they are. They are absolutely.
And I mean, it is good. It's a good thing overall. It's just, it definitely is going to have an effect on power creep as you go.
So I think that just brings us right back to our core point of many conversations we have is the supplementary stuff. If they were to dial back the supplementary stuff, then we would actually be progressing at a pretty fair pace and an okay pace in as far as the development of power in the game. Yeah. They keep just spiking these fucking hyper-powered shit in these supplementary sets, and that's what's really like causing the...
Yeah, but I mean, like, they're not going to stop because
they're not going to stop.
I tell you what,
I'm not asking them.
I'll tell you what,
are going to or anything.
They announce Modern Horizons 3, and like people are gonna go fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like people are gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I mean the players want it.
They love that shit.
The players want it. People want power. They
just want new cards
for
their format. Yeah. That's all it is. I just want to print a fucking black removal spell that doesn't suck balls.
Oh, and here's the aid.
Oh, that's the best start.
Yeah, I think Thomas in pretty good shape in this game here because John had to keep a pretty.
Oh shit!
And
knock that back. I need to fix the win loss here.
Oh, okay.
Didn't do that at all. This is
the one
Micah's idea, and we're terrible at it.
This is the one thing that we're still lacking on. Everything else we've gotten pretty all right with, but man, we just need something out there. Some kind of, I don't know what, a ticker or something.
Like somebody brought up like doing it all, like everything on a notepad where you just change everything at once, and like that actually is a good idea. We need to look into that.
I mean, that's basically what studio mode is, and we've been doing that.
Yeah, but you still have to click on everything individually. I'm talking just like a little notepad where you just erase a number,
Sure. Yeah.
One click and get it in there.
Memnite. And Stoneforge.
Okay, now this is the deck is actually doing the thing now.
Yeah, this is exactly what the deck is designed to do.
And this is where John's a little concerned at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And this is an illustration. One of the bummers about the game is that, game 1, Thomas had to go down to Oblivion. Game 2, John's had to go down to Oblivion.
Yeah.
And it sucks when it happens,
But like I still feel like the majority of matches are not like that.
Well, and so this is another talking point on the power level of the cards. The more powerful the cards are, the more swingy these situations can get.
Yeah.
Like, even if somebody goes down to Mulligan to Oblivion, like, they can just top deck something fucking amazing or just get these great cards to get him back into position. So, there's tit for tat. There's always give and take. All right, here's the Inkmoth Nexus. Answer that Stoneforge, which is good. We missed, in our conversing, what he grabbed, which, we knew what he grabbed, so. And it's a hammer.
Yeah, I don't like this play. Unless he's got a second one, because he just walked right into this bolt.
He has this protection thingy. I can't remember what that is called.
All right, so some kind of.
I think it is another equip effect. In response, yeah, I think what that card does is a pump, and then I think it might equip also.
Okay. Yeah, because he did take quite a bit there, right? He's down to 7, so...
He took the hit. What is that card? Now I'm going to look it up. It's Blacksmiths.
Oh, it gives it hexproof.
Yep. Yeah, and indestructible. Got by the combat trick. Expressive iteration here from John.
I mean, could John have anything other than just a body to put in the way at this point?
I don't.
And honestly, even that, like
he's got the Murktide.
Even with that, this thing's okay, because we were both on it.
See, we're learning.
First time ever we were both on this thing,
right?
And it was to our detriment. But yeah, he had the Shadow Spear coming off of Urza Saga, so there was nothing that John could have done there.
Yep, and Hammar did Hammar shit.
Yeah. I feel like we need to, we talk about this all the time. Like, that deck doesn't seem optimized to me. Like, I feel like that combat trick did work, but like, I've never seen them play a combat trick like that before.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
And that sword just was. I've never seen him play a sword.
I would rather. I am definitely down for taking the sword out.
Yeah, it just seems like so expensive for this deck compared to all the other cards. Everything's 1 mana and it's like a sword. Like,
Yeah.
I could see like in the sideboard. Possibly.
Right. The sideboard makes a lot more sense for a card like a sword, especially in that deck. Now, I don't. Neither of us like combat tricks. We both hate them. And nobody really plays them, but yeah, I think the sword is more of a detriment than that, because that would have, I mean, as you said, just stolen the game, so.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I guess I should leave this up to see hands. See them hands. No, and so again, also, like I said, all these decks that we have in the store, I just have the guys find lists, which is not anything I want to do anyway.
Yeah.
For me, we know how to build these things. Like, we can do this on our own, but for convenience sake, we just find winning lists, and they are the lists that.
Oh, and that's what people want to rent anyway. You know,
yeah, for sure. Like, for sure.
People, like, for the most part, people don't want to, like, either you want to play a deck that you think can win, there's a good chance of winning, or you want to play your deck.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
like that's just how that's magic. Nobody wants to play like somebody else's.
So that looks like a pretty solid hand from John over there.
It's only got 1 land.
No, it's got 2.
Oh, 2 lands. Okay, yeah, it's a shiny edge action there.
No, he's got expressive action counterspell.
It's a playable hand, but it is a slow hand.
Well, you probably want to draw into the Murktide, not have it.
Exactly. He's a ways away from that Murktide.
Yeah.
And, iteration is amazing, but like it's a turn 3 play generally, and
that's true.
It's harder in this matchup because you don't want to let your guard down, you know?
Yeah. I think it's a safe hand. You could find something sexier, but also...
Do we got a mulligan from Tom here?
Yep. So we bottomed an 8, I think. He had a second 8, that's why.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Here's a bauble from John. Stoneforge on the top. Very courteous etiquette from Tom there, putting the deck right out there.
Yep, let's get the enchantment out right away.
Yep. Bet John is wishing he had a Spell Pierce or something of the like.
I'll tell you what, I never thought I'd see the day. Spell Pierce is such a playable card right now.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
It's like actively good. Like it's the world we live in. Tron can't beat Spell Pierce.
Yeah. All right. Double mana. So he's going to go for this. Oh, okay. He's going to wait for the Stoneforge. He's going to play out some other stuff first. Yeah, I kind of like... No, he's going to go for that first. You don't hate that either. Because you've got all kinds of action in hand already. So bait out that counterspell.
I kind of like playing 2 1-drops there.
Yeah.
Although... I also could see where you could be concerned about like a fire ice situation with putting a couple X1s.
You could.
Okay, now he's got 2 guys that replace themselves.
Exactly. So here's Esper Charm.
Yeah, this card's just really good, John.
It is really good. It absolutely is really good. And this is one of the best decks for it. Absolutely. That's surprising. Oh.
Yeah, that's bad news for John.
I don't think he needed to do that. I think he
maybe he's just trying to fill his graveyard for this Murktide.
I think that's what he's doing. Yeah.
If that's his plan, if he's going to try to power out Murktide, that is not going to work out very well for him.
Here's a second aid. We got Gingerbrute. So it's a little clunky. Oh no, you need to keep up mana for the thing. That's what I would do. But he's going to go ahead and get the Grand Abolisher. I mean, that's going to bait out a counterspell, is what that's going to do.
And the Grand Abolisher does what exactly?
Says that he can't cast shit on his turn. And John can't cast anything on his turn.
Okay.
Which is probably going to be a good enough card for John to go ahead and answer.
There is no counter. Yeah. This is happening.
Okay. Turn shit sideways. Still not killing it. He's got an unholy heat in hand.
He can't now. He would have had to have responded to the Abolisher.
Yeah. That's a weird. It's weird, John. It's weird. He definitely had some stuff to do that would have filled his graveyard for the
Yeah, and I also think once you see the Grand Abolisher, if you have one kill spell in hand, you're like, well, that's the thing I need to kill.
Right.
Like
he's sitting on an Archmage's Charm and an Unholy Heat. And that's what I expected, was that Archmage's Charm to come out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's just such... You play Archmage's Charm, you counter it, but your opponent gets to draw 2 cards.
It feels terrible.
Yeah.
It feels
and
terrible.
Honestly, if that happened, he could draw a land, and all of a sudden he's hammering you right now.
Oh, actually, no, that's a very relevant perspective for sure. That is definitely a line that I did not think about. Oof.
Oh my God, John's hand is just, it was a good hand. It's got good cards in it, but it's slow.
Well, it's just not lining up super well.
And it's, yeah.
It is a fistful of good cards.
We talked about it at the beginning. Murktide doesn't look as good in this matchup.
So here's the Unholy Heat. Getting the Abolisher down. He's still got the...
you get to draw 2 cards?
He does. Unless he's paying. Tom remind him of the triggers? Yep, he's drawing 2 cards. See what he drew. Good shit. 2 versus Saga. Yep.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, another land. That's exactly...
The card should be legendary, I swear.
It should be. And it has somebody's name in it. Come on, guys.
Yeah, right?
All right, so I think... Yeah, I like the Ginger Brute, getting that down, and then going to combat, and then just seeing what he has to say. Because he's got 1 or 2 hammers in hand. You can go combat first. And John says, no, taking 2, didn't sneak
John
it in.
Actually just doesn't have anything to say. And I like the way Thomas is playing this time.
I do
like don't walk it into a lightning bolt, just...
Yep. No, force it at end step. Because then you have the Saga backup for the new plan.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Get those hammers down, make him act on the end of his turn. If he does, fine. You've got other shit to do. And if he sticks a Murktide, that ain't going to mean a damn thing here. Darcy.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. Except it can't block.
I mean, it can this turn.
Well, it can this one turn, yeah. Which is relevant. That is a big deal. Digging for...
Yeah, it's just like...
for Sentinels are drawing so many cards.
Yeah, they're so ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and he's got the double hammer.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, John, it's not looking good.
John is pretty fucking dead.
There's a Brazen Borrower. I mean, that's a thing.
And Spell Pierce. Opponent, it's like counter a hammer and you draw 2 cards.
Right.
That's... oh, God.
Okay, so end step, he's going to hammer. You have anything to say, John? You have a Spell Pierce. Well, it's only once per turn. He's already drawn the cards, I think.
Okay, so this would be the turn.
It's fine, and it's going to feel good if he doesn't even have it, does he?
I thought that was a Spell Pierce.
No, he doesn't.
What's that? What's that? I swear that card's a Spell Pierce.
Damn it, I keep clicking on the wrong
What is that card right in front there?
I don't know what that is. Something I can't.
It's a Spell Pierce.
Oh, it isn't? Oh, it's the new art. It's the Praetor art. Well, John's still pretty boned, so... Yeah, you probably just want to bend that.
I don't know what it is.
It's a Darcy.
Yeah.
It's probably not
Can't block. Get rid of it.
Yeah, dude. It's...
You want your... I'd be looking for Hurkyl's Recall right now.
And Tom is drawing Stoneforge.
Oh,
all right.
Man. So this thing going to 3 now?
2.
Okay, it just went to 2?
It just went to 2. Yeah, it was a long turn sequence.
Okay.
So, chalking that in.
Why not?
Is he making a construct? Nope,
He is not.
Stoneforging. I mean, he can just fucking get him here, so.
Yeah.
He goes and gets another hammer, and then
John's he can equip both attack and then just equip it to whichever one isn't blocked, and it's game over.
Yeah.
So Thomas Books, new to the store, looking like he's gonna get a win.
Get a hammer,
on his first rodeo on camera.
Get a hammer. Just get the hammer.
Very much. I gotta say, I've liked his gusto in this match. He's played it really well.
No, he has, yeah.
You like if you didn't tell you he'd been away from the game for a bit, you wouldn't know it from watching him play.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
He's been careful reading the cards. Yeah, a lot of respect for the way he navigated this against a really formidable opponent.
Playing a really solid deck here.
Oh yeah.
So now we know what's going on.
So
let's see if John gets squished here.
Oh yeah, the Sentinels are just disgusting.
Thwam.
We've also found Micah that we put Urza's name on a lot of shit, and most of it's not legendary. Look at Tron.
So he's down to 3. Did he not have I thought he already had another hammer. I guess he didn't want to be overzealous.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, okay, I guess you didn't.
Okay.
I misread a card.
That's my mistake.
Yeah, it's both of us. We misread a card. But he's still sitting pretty fucking good.
Like,
he's still pretty good.
He's getting a third hammer on, after his draw step.
He's getting trample on his draw step. He's getting a Shadow Spear, if nothing else.
I think that would be kind of a mistake.
Yeah, you think the hammer's better?
Unless he's going to put down 3 blockers here. It seems like a mistake.
Sure. Which he can get 2? He can get 2 blockers. Now Thomas is still looking really good here. We do not know. We haven't seen Prismari.
We have not.
So we're going to have to say no. No on the Prismari.
Does anybody play that card? Not trying to hate on the card, just wondering.
I have seen it here or there.
Yeah,
it's the best assessment I can make.
It's an iffy card. My problem with the card is I have seen it play. Obviously, that was a joke, but
yeah.
My problem with the card is I have seen the mode make a treasure and draw 2, discard 2 so many times, and that mode is fucking awful.
Yeah.
Like, that is bad.
I think that
you gave up a card for a treasure at that point.
I don't think the card is unplayable in the format. I think it fits the best of certain decks. And I think there is definitely a tendency of wrong modal choices. I definitely would agree with that.
I don't think it's necessarily been the wrong choice. It's just got to feel so goddamn bad when you have to choose those modes.
All right, so John is going to try to Archmage Charm a blocker, I think is what's going to happen here.
He's going to have to do it before combat. And
yeah, I think that's his plan. I mean, that's
not even good enough, right?
It can be after attack, so it depends.
He just sleeves up the 3rd one and it doesn't matter.
It might be good enough.
I think you get a hammer here. Don't be fancy. The name of your deck is Hammar. Oh, I know he's got one. There it is. And he's not being fancy.
Well, it's the Urza Saga trigger, so there's no fanciness about it. It has to happen on the trigger.
Yeah. I would say he's not being fancy and going to get the trample and all that nonsense.
I do think that it would have made sense for him to make a construct token. Maybe before that went off.
All right. He's going to, I mean, this shouldn't work out, right? Like, I mean, you still think he draws 2 cards.
Which are... Nice. Okay.
Oh, he does have 2 blockers now. That's right.
He has 2 blockers now, yeah. Gonna run out the Ginger Brute. I mean, shit. Like, he can just murder with Ginger Brute in 2 turns.
He can.
I think that's the safe play. I mean, you can actually... I'd still just swing and force a trade. Yeah, go for it all. Because Stoneforge is not going to die to that, so he can trade there with the Esper Sentinels. So he's going to lose that, trade there. John loses his Murktide, goes down to 1, and now he has to not die to a Ginger Brute.
Yeah, it's really hard. He needs something to put in the way. And okay. Oh well, yeah. He's just gonna throw out more lethal guys, and also he has not made a land drop here, I don't believe.
Not yet, no.
So he could play out another Urza Saga.
He definitely should.
Yeah. And he's not gonna miss it. He's not gonna miss it. He's on this shit.
Definitely getting the Karnstruck backup package in this situation is huge.
No, he's not gonna play it out.
Okay.
Interesting. Not a good start. We're going to see an extension of the hand here.
Oof. He's got that expressive. I mean...
The problem is he needs 2 blockers and a kill spell because a blocker is not going to beat the Ginger Brute.
Yeah. No, he absolutely has to. Actually, he probably should have expressive before.
Yeah, it's just so expensive.
I know it is, but he
he's toast.
Just bad.
He's toast. He's dead to the Ginger Brute.
The fucking Ginger Brute. There it is.
There's the extension. All right. All right. Thomas Books taking it down.
Yeah. No, it's a good game for sure. Good match. Definitely. Good stuff on both sides. And yeah. All right. We're going to be back here in a little bit with the next round. So stay tuned and such.
Yeah. Yeah.